Hey young explorers, welcome to today's enriching sessions of 3D questions from Steamspirations. I'm Mr. Lara, excited to guide you through the fascinating topic of Earth's natural resources. Today, we'll explore how to identify and classify renewable resources like air, plants, water, and animals, and non-renewable resources such as coal, oil, and natural gas. We'll discuss the importance of conservation. If you'd like a refresher on this topic, make sure to click the link at the top right corner for additional resources. Whether you're just starting or aiming to deepen your knowledge, this session is crafted to broaden your understanding. So let's start our scientific exploration of Earth's resources. For today's activity, let's identify and classify different resources and discuss their conservation. Here's your task. Think about the various resources we use daily. How can you categorize them into renewable and non-renewable resources? Why is conservation important for both types? As you consider this, think about these key questions. How will you identify whether a resource is renewable or non-renewable? What criteria will you use to classify these resources accurately? Why is conservation crucial for both renewable and non-renewable resources? Now let's understand more about how to classify and conserve these resources. Renewable resources can be replenished naturally over time, while non-renewable resources are finite and take millions of years to form. Understanding the difference helps us appreciate the need for conservation. Reflect on how you would conduct this classification. Identify common resources you encounter daily. Determine whether each resource is renewable or non-renewable. Discuss why conserving these resources is vital for sustainability. Now let's evaluate our understanding with a key question. Which factor is more crucial for determining whether a resource is renewable or non-renewable? A. The resource's origin. B. The rate at which the resource can be replenished. C. The resource's usefulness to humans. D. The cost of extracting the resource. Here's some guiding questions for our answer choices. So let's think about answer choice A. How would the resource's origin affect its classification? What does this tell us about where resources come from? Let's think about answer choice B. How does the rate at which the resource can be replenished determine its classification? Why is this rate important? Let's look at answer choice C. How does the resource's usefulness to humans impact its classification? What role does utility play? Let's think about answer choice D. How does the cost of extracting the resources influence its classification? What does this tell us about economic factors? Let's go ahead and select the correct option and proceed to part B. Here's your question for part B. Why is understanding this factor important in studying natural resources? A. It helps us understand how the origin of a resource affects its availability. B. It shows the impact of replenishment rates on resource sustainability. C. It illustrates the relationship between resource utility and classification. D. It explains how economic factors affect resource availability. Here's some guiding questions for answer choices. Let's think about answer choice A. How does understanding the origin of a resource affect its availability and conservation? Let's think about answer choice B. How do replenishment rates impact the sustainability of resource? Why is this important? Let's reflect on answer choice C. Why is it important to understand the relationship between resource utility and classification? How does this help in resource management? Let's look at answer choice D. How do economic factors influence availability and conservation of resources? What insights does this provide? Let's go ahead and engage with a concept. Reflect on how the classification of resources affects their conservation. Consider the implications of this understanding in everyday life and how it enhances your perception of resource management. So go ahead and further engage with a concept. Consider how different civilizations might have used their understanding of natural resources in developing sustainable practices. Reflect on how modern technology relies on our understanding of natural resources for efficient functioning. Discuss how this knowledge has been historically applied in environmental science and policy making. Be sure to document your observations, insights, and responses in your Level Up workbook. This exercise not only enriches your knowledge of natural resources, but also sets the stage for more advanced scientific explorations. Keep attending our sessions for more insights into the natural world. So let's continue to discover and learn together.